Hey guys, Mike from BDS. Just stopping in over at the R&D shop to check on Project KJ. Last time you might have saw it, it's starting to be taken apart. At this point in time, we're really trying to get down to a flat platform to see what we have to work with. As you can see, the axles are coming out of it. Hopefully the axles we're trying to use are coming in so we can really get a good baseline and see what we have to work with. As you can see with the fuel tank, it sticks down pretty far, so that's going to have to be addressed, not a big deal. And the rest of the pivot points, the unibody structure, more or less is going to happen the way we expect it, but we'll learn more once we get the axles underneath it. As you can see, we're working on the front end of the rig, and we've been really excited to get all the IFS off to see what we really have to work with here. As a KJ being a unibody and a diesel, there's definitely some intricate parts combined into one. The IFS unit and the frame cross members and the pivot mounts were all part of the engine mount. So of course we want to keep our diesel in here. We want to get rid of the IFS. So the first thing is to get rid of the suspension part of the cross member, which we've done. So now we have the 4-cylinder diesel hopefully in the spot where it remained. And now we're really excited to get the axle under here so we can figure out for sure what type of length suspensions we're going to work with. So here you can see a perfect example of you got to go backwards before you go forwards. So the day we got this vehicle from the dealership, it was a perfectly clean stock vehicle. And here we are trying to establish what do we really have to work with so we can get our proper tubing in for our cage system. It'd be really nice to keep some of the creature comforts. Nothing more appreciated as a trail rig if you have air conditioning and heat, but we'll see what happens as we proceed. Me not being a very small guy, I really appreciate the efforts that we're going to put into the seat placement and trying to use up some of the cab. So we look forward to seeing how we can turn this mess into something cool and usable. Well, as you can see, we're still checking out the torn up interior, and obviously the back of this rig is highlighting the fact that it's an SUV. Probably part of what makes so many people despise the Liberty, which is the fun part of the challenge of can we turn this into something that people really enjoy or not. We'll have to see. A lot of usable space back here. The question remains, should it be an SUV or should it not? We'll see what happens. Well, thanks for stopping by and taking a walk through what we got going on so far. As you can see, we rolled up a couple mock-up tires to see what we have to work with. So hopefully the axles will land here in a couple days, and we'll get a real good idea of what we think we're going to have to do, and check back with us and see what this thing actually might start to look like. Definitely follow along on the BDS blog and keep an eye on what we have going on. Chime in if you have some suggestions, or feel free to tell us we're nuts on even touching the KJ. That's the fun part of it. Hopefully we can blow you away.